My sister lives in Melbourne in Australia. She has two sons. Connor, the youngest one, he was playing for his local Australian rules football team. The coach noticed there was something that wasn't right. He called my sister and said, "You better get him checked out." Unfortunately, Connor has HCM, Hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. I immediately went to my GP and advised them that my sister and my nephew had been diagnosed with HCM, and basically I would like to get checked.
Hypertrophic cardiomyopathy is the most common cardiac genetic condition. It results in thickening of the heart muscle, and this thickening can cause a variety of things. It can cause the heart to become very inefficient as a pump. They may go on to develop heart failure, dangerous heart rhythms problems in the worst case scenario, and these arrhythmias can result in cardiac arrest. There are many people walking around not realizing they have this condition, and so cascade screening allows us to pick these up before they have symptoms.
I went up to cardiology for the echogram. The registrar, Julie, came in, he looked at it and said, "Wow, yes, well, you do have HCM."
I think at that moment in time when you suddenly hear that information, there is a shock factor that it's actually happened, it's real. When you get that diagnosis, the implication suddenly happens, and it just is that effect of how this is going to ripple through the family.
Both my daughters, Stacia and Victoria, myself, went to Dr. Choi's clinic, I reckon it was 2 weeks ago. Then they said that because I have HCM, my daughters have this 50% chance that they may also have HCM. It's a strange feeling. There's a feeling of responsibility that you've actually carried something on, but you cannot blame yourself. There's no fault. It's genetic.
The BHF have rolled out money to support and fund specialist nurses, and we're fortunate to have a fantastic nurse locally that's been able to keep in touch with us and work with us through every part of the process. When we arrived and were asked the question, did we want to have the blood test for myself and my sister, it was, yep, let's do this. I need to know where we're at, how this impacts on me for the rest of my life, and potentially how it could impact on my children.
We're funded by the British Heart Foundation to develop the arrhythmia service in Tayside. So the latest development within that is the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy support element within the role, where we're now involved in developing surveillance clinics for patients. Two categories that patients fall into. There'll be people that we don't identify a gene, so we just have to continue regular screening by echo and ECG and clinical assessment. There'll be the other arm of things where there's patients, families who have been identified with having a gene. And then within our clinics, then we can have a discussion with our patients to discuss, the pros and cons of genetic testing. If they don't identify the gene, then we can provide them with reassurance and discharge them back to living life normally. Looking for that faulty gene is as simple as doing a blood test.
The BHF nurse, they're very knowledgeable. They just encourage you. It becomes more of an individual friendship.
GPs and sometimes other clinicians don't always know what to do with that patient, how to take it further beyond making the diagnosis. It's important that they get seen by the cardiac specialists who deal with hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, the cardiologists who work with the geneticists in a multidisciplinary teamwork approach. Behind every patient, there's a family. There's a family that needs to be screened, there's a family that needs to be counselled and supported.
We need both the GP to have an awareness of referring people in if there's links to hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. So both Jim and him together facilitated that referral into cardiology, which has now sort of resulted in a whole host of family links. The beauty of the cascade screening is that we can identify the index case, and from that extend that testing out to the next generation, and actually then the next generation beyond that, and with that real opportunity to save lives.